Michael addresses his PhD controversy.
Welcome back to a very important episode of the Careful Boys. Where today we're sitting with Jared and Dr. Mike. Look, hey, there's a lot going on the interwebs right now.
This is way too many people for a podcast.
Dive right into it. There's a little bit about your PhD dissertation.
I forgot to say Mr.
I'm going to start a new podcast. It's going to be me with a microphone, and I'm just going to talk to a brick wall. That'll be the guest. It'll be schizophrenia in real time.
Like, actually.
Yes, I've been demoted.
Wow.
PhD has been revoked, and we might reinstate it because we also have the authority.
We have PhDs here.
Ooh, I was going to say there's like an Ice Cube NWA.
I'm not even going to face the camera.
A line, authority to something minority, but that's probably can't.
I got GED, man. Don't worry about me.
That derailed it right away. That being said, yeah, there's some stuff going on. For anybody who we're obviously giant fitness gurus, so you should also watch our content regarding this particular topic. But we've had you on here a couple times. We always enjoy being able to chat.
Isn't this Bart Kwan, owner of Barbell Brigade? This is some OG fitness ball knowledge.
With you, I actually do watch your guys' videos on RP and stuff like that, which is why I'm bulking so heavily right now. But that being said,
How much heavier since our first podcast together?
probably like 12 pounds.
He looks sturdier.
Yeah.
Dude, you look good, man.
Yeah. You were always beautiful.
We
You were
always
always
end up
beautiful.
doing this, and I always end up saying some shit that I don't regret.
You were always beautiful. But
Insert random gay jokes. Michael, get to the point.
You look at me, makes me believe anything. Yeah. I can do anything.
It's getting real.
If it has to do with being good looking, yes.
Hey, just
And dancing.
editor, leave that in. All right. But yeah, right now, there's this dude, Solomon Nelson. Obviously, we're just going to catch him up on a high level, but then I just kind of want to hear your take on some certain things. Who basically did this video that ended up getting a little bit more viral than he had anticipated about Dr. Mike's previous dissertation that he wrote like maybe a decade ago.
12 years ago.
12 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the past, dude. It's only the most important academic paper of your entire career. I mean, 12 years ago, brah.
ago.
Is he the guy with the black beard?
No, that's a different Dr. Mike, isn't that? Dr. Milo or something.
Solomon is a younger man, quite handsome, I must say.
He's a
Because as soon
handsome
as
guy.
I saw someone,
Dude, he can't even take the L. He has to call Solomon handsome.
talk shit about you, man, fuck you, bitch. And I just swiped.
Jeez.
that's my boy.
I don't give a fuck what you have to
he's
say.
trying to just kind of like tear down the dissertation and then ultimately take away the credibility of everything that Dr. Mike has done in the last like 12 years online and everything like that.
Because nothing against him or whatever, but to me, I've always been in the school of thought, if you got real shit to handle, you text people or you handle it. You don't have to tear people down. Like if me and Anthony...
What a Gen X ass take, bro. He's not a journalist. He's an expert in the space.
and you got some shit, I don't go making I don't go making videos about Anthony. I just go, yo, dude, that was fucked up or whatever.
But then Anthony's response is kind of like,
But then nothing changes. Yeah, it would have been great if Solomon Nelson shot Michael a quick text. Yo, your PhD's whack. Okay, thanks. Boom, in comes a wire. $300,000 from RP. Gotta hit my Mayo reps.
let's just fucking air this out now.
Let's air this out on YouTube videos. I post one, you post one, I post one.
Well, then there's no slop, and that sounds boring. So true.
Yeah, no, you guys against each other. Just be like, just rant.
Chad knowledge maxed Solomon Nelson versus soy gossip guys.
I think if I knew we were going to get mad views for it, I'd be like, fuck it, let's do it.
Now we know why this happens.
That's strategy, right? Like, I'm with Bart. Like, if I got beef with you,
The real person that I know? No, dude.
But the person that
What if you don't know the person?
called you out or whatever, right? Are you guys on speaking terms? And is he even...
No, he's never contacted me.
Was it Milo or whatever?
No, he's talking about Solomon Nelson.
Oh, okay.
So Solomon Nelson, I think, probably genuinely doesn't like a lot of the things I have to say because he maybe disagrees with my style of presentation and maybe considers some of my factual accuracy left wanting. But we're not in touch. And so I think he probably also believes that my attitude has been at times...
This podcast is sponsored by Mike. Is it actually? I thought you were joking. Renaissance Periodization sponsors this very podcast. Yo! It just never ends.
quite egotistical and brash, and he's not wrong. And so in addition to that,
No, he just thinks you're a fraud.
I think almost all, if not all, of his videos that have ever done above baseline for him, and I mean 10 to 20
You could literally say the same thing about Dr. Milo Wolf.
times above baseline for views, have been about me. And I would be a
Because you're a huge name in the industry. I mean, how is this an own?
massive hypocrite if I didn't say that on the RP Strength channel. We didn't do videos about celebrity athletes and stuff like that also did that. So on that level, 100% mega respect for what he did. Zero love lost whatsoever. It is all 100% part of the game. And
Do you think he really means that? I can't tell. And I don't want to exhaust my brain trying to deconstruct it. But he said this stuff about Greg Doucette too. It's all love, part of the game. No love lost. I'm just a chill guy.
And his critiques were a combination of two things. His critiques on deep methodology and implications of my dissertation were probably less than accurate. I could get into that, but that's really boring. Essentially, he
Skill 1 plus skill 2 plus skill 3 equals athletic.
caricatured what a PhD is supposed to be and misunderstood the deeper implications of my
But he has a PhD.
He does not.
No.
No, I think we're talking
That's an appeal to authority. Does not matter.
about the Milo guy.
No, I'm talking about Solomon.
Milo's on my defensive side. Yeah.
That's to do with the Blackbeard.
Also, I shouldn't have said fuck you to that guy. He was on. I just said anyone that had a serious
You're
face.
talking about
Fuck you.
Solomon,
I was just like, fuck you, dude.
So at the same time that Salman is not credentialed, to my knowledge, credentials are kind of bullshit to begin with. The real talk.
Wasn't that the whole point of the video? Isn't that what he just pointed out?
I didn't choose the Dr. Mike nickname. People just started calling me Dr. Mike. And
Whoa. No. That's a fucking yellow card. PhD approved. Bro was selling products with his title attached to it. That's a flag on the play. 20-yard penalty.
I was like, that's a fucking...
But you do have a PhD, so it's.
I do. So, okay. So here's the thing. In my PhD program, the dissertation was 1/3 of the PhD. It's a very unique PhD program. It is a PhD program in sports science. So 1/3 of it was academics, which means classroom work, which most PhDs don't get. And no offense, other PhDs are doing incredible laboratory work, which I never said I did a lot of or claimed to. But most PhDs are good to do laboratory work and good to do general interpretation and synthesis of how to do that for athletes. My program that I went to at ETSU was designed specifically to make us experts at synthesis for athletes, like actual athletes are people you're going to be able to work with and consult and understand at a deep level versus just research on a
What athletes did he train? Surely there has to be some proof in the pudding.
mechanistic level. And so that means we did way more academic work than the average PhD program, because when you finish a master's degree in exercise science in the United States and most places in the world, you are left wanting a lot of knowledge about what sport training really looks like in the real world. So we did like 2 years of academic work, which is highly unusual. In most PhD programs, you do like maybe some classes, sometimes not even, and you just do your dissertation.
What's academic? Like just straight studying?
Just so like literally sitting in class and taking notes.
I'm getting radicalized in real time. There's too many people on this podcast who have no idea what's going on. This is supposed to be a professional goddamn production. I'm over here sitting in my Herman Miller, scratching all 3 of my eyes, wondering how the fuck these people get in positions of authority in the first place. How do they command respect? We truly live in a slug society, bro. Oh my God, holy buckets.
Oh yeah, like you're an undergrad still.
So you, as a PhD student in many departments and regards, you are considered just a junior researcher essentially when you start. And so you just start doing research. PhD program in sports science, because sports science education in the United States at an undergrad and master's level is so basic, they needed to like teach us up significantly more than you normally would. And so 1/3 of it is academics. Another 1/3 of it is athlete coaching. So as soon as we got there, we were embedded with teams and worked, 20 hours a week every week with multiple Division I teams being there.
Yeah, they gotta start tossing the talking ball around. Some icebreakers.
Head strength coaches and sports scientists, which is such a huge deal. Like legit.
Dude, that guy on the right doesn't even have a mic. They're sharing microphones.
And one team is being their head strength coaches and sports scientists, which is such a huge deal. Like legit real experience working with teams, which almost no PhDs do. Not to take anything away from PhDs. So as far as research quality and throughput, my PhD is at the bottom.
His barber deserves the death penalty for that. Yeah, you missed the spot. I don't know, dude.
Bottom, I don't know, 5th, 10th percent, like it's bottom 10th percentile of all PhDs in related fields, for sure. But my PhD wasn't focused on that. And so my dissertation was a piece of fundamentally high quality work. However, absolutely to Solomon's credit, that motherfucker had like 200 typos and spelling errors and shit.
What's because your defense is oral?
So it's oral defense.
Were you also high when you wrote it?
Say what?
You also
That was before I really ever did edible marijuana. So no.
'Cause I know he likes to get high. That's why.
No, yeah, I can't write shit when I'm high, bro. But
Apparently, you can't write shit when you're not high either.
my first statement did not rule out the second.
This episode is brought to you by the RP Diet
Oh my God, there's no way.
Coach app. Remember when I lost over 30 pounds and got ripped for a
They're glazing him. This podcast is sponsored by fucking Michael.
bodybuilding show? This is the exact app I used. You can adjust your macros your way, shift your calories from day to day, between meals, and get
I'm being sold to. This is a VSL.
instant guidance when your plans change. You tell it what goals you want, and then it gives you the plan to follow. It's super easy to use, and it's built by my buddies over at RP. Jared from RP was my diet coach for my bodybuilding show, where I won double first place, so you know
From slop to psyop, real quick.
that it works. To get our special subscriber pricing, go to RP Strength.
I'm gonna start selling courses. I'm gonna start packaging my esoteric knowledge, and I'm charging a pretty penny, bro. I can't do this anymore. It's almost worse to plug bullshit knowing that it's bullshit than just to sling courses. $997. I'm going full evil. Watch.
strength.com/RP Skinny Time. That's rpstrength.com/RP SKNNYTIME. RP Skinny Time. Link in the description below.
So like the typographical errors were at enormous scale. And I had a really nasty error where I copied and pasted tables from my data set into the actual final document. And I copied them at an offset and never double squinted to check. And so a lot of the tables look like total nonsense in retrospect. And that's the document he got a hold of.
Like you put it in the wrong area?
Like, so instead of copying and pasting into all these cells, I did it like a one-off offset. So a bunch of the numbers almost all the numbers are total nonsense. Yeah. And so basically what I have to do is go back and recopy stuff.
No, the problem is if I come out with my own supplement line, I don't believe in supplements. That's the very problem I'm trying to avoid. I do believe in my own knowledge and strategy, though. So that's why I'm going to start selling it.
Spell check the whole thing. Again, not spell like formatting check, citations, APA style and everything. And then it is a fairly
I believe in money, though.
not revelatory dissertation. Never claimed it was. And it is just a totally fine dissertation because it takes it from a passing grade to like okay, kid, you did all right, passing grade. And the thing is, I did make, I think, one joke about I have a PhD in the shit, what would I know? And that, I have like a fucking attitude online and I'm totally aware of it. And I can be kind of a cunt.
Well, that's part of your personality. And I think what makes you enjoyable to
But that's the problem, right? Because if you're going to position yourself as an expert and authority in the space, and it turns out that your acquisition of said authority was fraudulent or loose as a goose, it wasn't stringent, it wasn't up to par, there was a lack of rigorous intellectual standardization. Yeah, I just have a cunty personality.
watch.
100%. And so like, there's this fine line between being genuine and being super polite all the time. And I don't always tread that fine line super well. Always genuine, but maybe too genuine sometimes. Look at that. Am I the most humble person you guys have ever talked to?
You're up there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
up there for sure.
Pretty.
Very inspirational, even.
Oh my God. What is it?
I need more humility.
Am I brave?
Bro has a tattoo of a cogwheel. Gear, get it? So Quirk Chungus. Gears of War without the war!
So brave. So it's a fine piece of work by itself. With all the typographical errors corrected, it would be super, super dope. And that's kind of the situation. So at first, when I sort of came to understand that this criticism had been rendered against me, I totally wrote it off because Mr. Solomon Nelson has excellent contributions to YouTube and to general knowledge, but I've never seen them because those videos don't do super well. And I'm aware of the fact that he has like, his multiple
Why are we watching a masturbation circle?
videos just basically talking that shit
Yeah, I'm watching soggy protein cookie right here.
well within his realm. But if you, as a creator of note, watch videos about you of people just talking that shit, it's like you don't learn much, and it's kind of like gets you down a little bit. And so everyone's like, don't read the comments. If I spend time watching hate videos about myself, I would do almost nothing else with my time. And I'm not so special. This is true for almost every person on YouTube who's
you
gone
guys
over
have
a
people in the
certain.
comments sometimes.
Everyone got hate videos.
I jerk off to my hate videos. They make me harder.
Everyone loves us. Everyone loves us.
And then I think folks who didn't know that Solomon was doing this in maybe some combination of bad faith, like he just really wants to take me down, which is totally cool. But
That guy's cold brew is 50% water now. I know, I keep looking at it.
like that's not for me to deal with.
Hate makes my skin glow.
People were very eager about
Opinions don't matter when the interviewer's paid by you. I mean, that's preposterous.
a response, and so the response I gave was incredibly sloppy and half-hearted because I was like, fuck them. And then people are like, no, you're a piece of shit. And I'm like, oh my god, I am a piece of shit.
Are you referring to your Instagram post?
Which one?
The recent one where you talk about maybe a couple of days ago where you said that you had made
160 IQ, by the way.
corrections on your original dissertation, resubmitted them to the archives and stuff like that.
Yeah, a plan to resubmit. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine asking your boss some hard-hitting questions.
Yeah. Which is like, isn't that the kind of the right thing to do? Like, so, okay. Like his methodological insights were his methodological insights were, I think, I just disagree with him. So I think that it's fine on that term. But his typographical insights, formatting insights were really good. I'm like, oh my god, I never noticed that because
Yeah, it looked like Helen Keller fucking wrote the paper. I mean, what are we talking about here?
finished my dissertation like most people do. I was fuck, thank God that's over. I never looked at it again. And he's like, hey, you just did a bunch of typos and shit. And I was like, fuck. So I 100% intend to correct every single one of those. Yeah, so it was cool. So it was a
So actually, dope, Solomon. Thanks.
Do it. Don't do it. You don't need to.
Don't stoop to that level. Pay me, please.
What do you care? You did it 12 years ago. Who gives a shit?
well, okay. So that's actually like a really good response to that whole thing. At the same time, man, like, why have something out there that has a bunch of it just irks me. That's the part that irked me the most. I'm like, damn it, I miscopied that table. Fuck. And like, yeah, so I'll correct it.
Did a whole lot more than miscopy the table.
100%. And also, here's the thing. I'm not fucking beyond criticism. And I'm not beyond reproach.
Solomon Nelson quite literally graded his paper like a disappointed teacher.
I'm just like a regular asshole who has a PhD. And you know what I'm saying? That's it. Like, so I'll make the changes. I love it. And
But I also feel like you have such a big body of work on YouTube now.
And just a big body.
Like, what is that old shit? Who gives a fuck?
well, it's like I think the way to red team that, like you're doing
Yeah, he actually had to go buy another red pen because he ran out of ink.
is like, okay, slow clap. You
Just a super modest, humble millionaire who drinks protein water.
criticized a dog. Like my first piece of like writ large scale academic work 12 years ago. Congratulations, slow clap. You're the fucking man. Like scuzzy bitch.
Oops, I flubbed my whole PhD. Oopsie whoopsie. Please buy RP training programs, please.
Move, right?
That right there. Oh,
PhD approved.
well, it's gonna get clipped. Talking
Good.
head video.
Yeah,
right away.
people clip my shit out of context. It's great. Fuck 'em. Clip away, fellas. We clip all the time. It's all good. On the other hand,
Yeah, no love lost.
to his credit, like if there is the understanding that my PhD is a part of the credentials that allows people to take me seriously, then it is nothing wrong with criticizing the backstop to my credentials. Mike says he has a PhD. Let's look at his dissertation. Also, the thing is, most people, and I think he's from Australia or something like that. Most people in Europe and Australia, they have that other style of PhD where it's the dissertation is functionally 90% of your PhD. And so even though technically
Say that again.
most people in Europe and Australia, they have that other style of PhD where it's the dissertation is functionally 90% of your PhD. And so even though technically you're only graded on the oral defense and not on the document.
He values it way different.
So if my dissertation was
How many juicers do we need on podcast couches? Holy buckets. I know it just smells crazy in there.
that big of a fraction of my PhD, every question he's asking is fucking right on. Like, how did this
But it
pass?
also wouldn't
For
have
sure.
been like that because the advisor panel would have been like, oh, there's all these grammatical errors. Instead of being like, oh, the oral presentation was really good. Submit the paper. You're good.
Yeah, well, so you submit the paper, and then the graduate school gets back to you with grammatical stuff. And we went back and forth a few times, but I think in the end, it's really just on me. Like, so what I did was I had.
So, how did it pass? So, Solomon Nelson was correct to criticize the institution itself. If you submitted that paper and there was over 200 grammatical and formatting errors, then somebody was not doing their job. They were sleeping at the fucking wheel.
An almost final version, and then I think I edited a earlier version. I cleaned that up on to make sure the tables were formatted correctly, not content-wise, because I fucked that up. And then I submitted that. And so that really is just like a giant mistake. It's a giant mistake that no one ever pays for, because that dissertation was a document I was just like, okay, like this is a fine document. And when it came time to be like, where do you want this to live? I'm just like, yeah, internal archive only. So actually I have no idea how he got it. I don't even know if it's ethical for him to have that document in policy grounds. At the same time, like,
You want to talk about ethics? Mr. PhD approved.
of course it's cool that people see it. It fucking really happened. So right on. And so it was never meant for public distribution. So I was like, bleh.
And that's where the confusion came between like Dr. Milo's like his copy of the dissertation versus Solomon's, right?
Some of it. Because basically
Did you do this on a typewriter?
it was before typewriters.
Because I'm like, if you did this on Word, you didn't notice the squiggly red line underneath?
So there's not. So for example, one of the typos is sense instead of science. Sense is another word, but you won't pick that up. And so the dissertation is 125 pages long. It's exactly the kind of thing. Like on the one hand, the typos are like fucking lame, and Solomon's right. On the other hand, like if I took Solomon's work 12 years ago and looked for typos, people would rightfully consider it a fucking scuzzy.
When they get a hold of my Santa letters, I'm fucked, dude.
Dear Santa,
couldn't
why
spell
do you
shit.
never come to my
He's not even presenting any kind of reasonable defense. Just saying,
family?
That's how I feel. Do you think Kim Kardashian should go back and remake her sex tape now? Because she's so big. Let's go look at your original work.
The angles suck too.
Is it up to par?
But honestly, like, I think I gladly accept any and all criticism. You're better than 100%.
I can tell, dude, because you've been glazing this guy the whole video. You're like, credit to him. He's a good dude. All this shit. I'm like, holy shit. My enemies can go fuck themselves.
That's how I feel.
If I like, I've played that out in my head. If I see Solomon as my enemy,
who are these henchmen? What Looney Tunes soy Avengers squad did I just pull up on?
where does that take me? He is a gentleman who
They just compared a sex tape to a poorly submitted PhD.
makes YouTube content, like, and it's about me. Like, is he my enemy, or in a sense, is he right? I don't think it would.
But see, that's because you're an educated man, and I'm not.
You see, I love that. I love that because that's the most amazing, PC, and humane way to respond. And when you guys check back on part 2 of this, we're going to get the not politically correct responses that all of us would probably give.
Well, let's watch that.